Okay, welcome to Monday, the 9th of June, 2025. And so the report out on yesterday, QE Lite, really marking that the Treasury it is confirmed here 10 billion of a bond repurchase here of 10 billion from the Treasury now. This really was not covered at all. So we went into the Treasury website itself and confirmed that that 10 billion purchase was indeed conducted there on the 2nd of June. And guess what? There's another purchase set on for today. And this week, net, there is $25 billion worth 25 big ones of bond purchasing supply to come out here, basically, or issuance to be done this week from the Fed. So net, this is sort of quantitative easing, and why is this? This is really because Jerome Powell has stayed pat and is refusing to cut rates, and so not doing the stimulus that Trump is asking for. So Trump just asked Scott, "Hey, what can you do?" And Scott's like, "Say no more, dude. I've got this. I'm going to buy a whopping load of bonds on behalf of the government." And it's going to re-stimulate the economy just when you think things might be looking a bit bad. Trump is like, "Oh, I can sleep a lot better now." Then now Scott is also in London negotiating with Chinese delegates, um, to keep going on the potential trade deal between the US and China. So I think this is really bullish for equities. I think if the market does not respond to the upside quite strongly on this, that's going to be very worrying. However, let's keep going here. NFP readings Friday, just another reason to think things are falling apart because it was fine. Another beat. I think it was 147 was the read across, which was a beat, 147,000 jobs added, but net revisions downwards yet again for what just seems to be a gamification of the jobs data. You We talked about this last year. It seems to be coming back again. Now is that it's fully confirmed that the Bureau of Labor Statistics have gamified and miscalculated the jobs announcements NFP readings last year to the tune of almost a million jobs. It's 900 and something thousand jobs had to be readjusted downwards in the labor statistics for 2024. And so, we talked about this last year. You're not going to win any friends or any respect talking about it because people just think you're crazy. But it's a reality that the BLS are under reporting on certain elements and over reporting on the bullish elements, essentially, in these jobs reports. We do then also know in the report how the mag set really you're not trading the S&P 500. You might think you are, but it's actually the mag 7. So we talk about this every day in the pre-market and during the market. How is the mag 7 doing? What do we think it's going to read across into the S&P 500 and indeed the Nasdaq and the Dow? But that's really where it's at, right? So this AI train bubble can keep moving to the upside. Now we've also got a little bit of data on these jobless figures here, and we do go into it in quite detail on the NFP and how fine it's a headline beat, but the whole thing just looks a mess to me. So anyway, going into these markets, we're really going to keep it quick here. We're going to look at gold, the S&P, nat gas, and oil. So let's start off with gold, and we see here gold on where is my gold chart gone? There it is, there in the center. So here's gold. Yeah, so ultimately holding up here is a really nice trade to be had on the yearly half deviation here. And really trying to step back down below this level 3168 that we got in early April, to then just pull back here. And this is sort of a Darvis step where it kind of steps up, it pulls back, and now it's potentially going for another step, which will be over that all-time high yet to come. So, pull back here at the yearly plus one. It's been pretty decent, but not a hard level this year. The hard level has actually been the plus half a deviation on the year on pretty much one, two, and 3, 4, 5 occasions, right? So I would love to buy a yearly VWAP if we get it. I don't think we are going to get it for a while. But ultimately, gold is staying imbalanced up above yearly plus one, and yearly plus one today, 32.61. Keep an eye on that. Maybe there's a retest down here, but I like staying long gold. Um, Moving on to the S&P 500. And we'll probably just keep this. We'll probably look at the S&P and Nasdaq. Squeeze it in here real quick. Look, ultimately, I think a push to the QPVAH is going to bring a lot of algo interest in selling here. That's 60.00 today, or well, until the end of this quarter. That's the level and a target for these dip buyers to drive to. But can we go on to new all time highs in the SPOs? Yeah, of course you can. I think with the Treasury stepping in and showing like, hey, Powell might not whip out the printer, but guess what? We've been down to Curry's and we bought a printer. And you know what? We bought a lot of ink.